Have you always been attracted to quote unquote good guys?
No. And I think a lot of women between 18 and 25
40.
and I was gonna say like not even or 40, right? When we're in an immature mindset, we like bad boys, thugs, street hood. And those men don't always treat you the best way. And what's sad is it takes us being absolutely broken down to a point where it's going to take years of therapy to get us back to where we were once before to really determine I should have been with a man that opened the door, a man that asked me if I ate or not, a man that wants to provide and protect, rather than a man that can good and smoke you out.
So
Y'all should put that shit.
Gotta do
I mean, I want him to feel good as well.
Right.
Yo, shout out to tonight's conversation. We typically hear the same answers from women or quote unquote more mature women or women up in age. But before we get into this video, because I know there's a lot to unpack here, as usual, it's your favorite everything GR Wisdom. Hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Let's run it up to 100,000. Quit playing with me. She said quite a few things, guys, and it's disturbing to keep hearing these same things over and over. But like a lot of these famous YouTubers have said, guys, it's female nature is female nature. You just have to learn the game, and you learn a way to overcome the game, or you use cheat codes, so on and so forth. You know, we always blame the bad boy, right? Or she goes for the Pookies and the Ray Rays, as if you're not good enough, as if you being a good guy is somehow just completely unattractive. But you got to realize that a woman, and I hear you guys, hold her accountable, hold her accountable, hold her accountable. But the answer that I commonly get, because I ask women this all the time, why is that? Why is it that you go for these guys? Why is it that you tolerate these things? What is so attractive about it? And it's not for you to wonder, because you're a man. It's not logical, and women will tell you themselves it's not logical. They don't know why. They just love a man that's not available, that gives them that emotional variety, that emotional roller coaster, that instability, that constantly having to wonder, as opposed to that security that you may give her. And not until she heals, or as she says, years of therapy to know her worth, and then she wants you to come along and be the cleanup guy. Not so. And we're not falling for that. We're just basically gonna do her like the Pookies and the Ray Rays did, and just smash and just, you know, further dog her out. Or a lot of you guys take out your animosity on them, or you just leave them alone altogether and you just dismiss them. And then she'll call you out of your name and gaslight you and say all these things that really don't even matter, because she's already washed up and used up at this point. But what was the initial age that she said? The age range was at 15 to 30, and my man said 40, because you do have women that still want these type of guys. And maybe that's all they deserve at the end of the day. Have we ever sat back and thought about that, guys? That's all that she deserves at the end of the day. That's what she wants. That's what she gets. But the thing that I hate, that I think a lot of us always talk about, is that they're always complaining. Ladies, stop this complaining. And then you'll have that small percentage of women, oh, those women just aren't healed. Those women just aren't healed. Healed from what? Do none of these women have fathers in their lives? Do none of these women have a male role model in their lives? Do none of these women have a male that they can seek advice from to say, hey, this may not be the best course of action. This may not be the best guy for you. Like, seriously. But like I said, a woman is attracted to what she's attracted to, guys. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame her. Some women don't have fathers in their lives. Some do. But they still, women are curious creatures. They also have a herd mentality. They like to test the waters. They liked a challenge. This is one thing that I know for sure about women. They like a challenge. That love stuff is cool. You know what I'm saying? I want the castle over the mountain that comes with the bridge. I want this guy. I want this guy to open doors. I want this guy to take his jacket off and throw it over the puddle and let me step across it. But the men that she are after, they would never do that stuff in a million years. And she would spend her paycheck to bond him out, of jail. She would do anything to be with this guy. And as she said, these women choose men just, the only thing he can do is smoke her out and or give her some good D. And that's enough to keep some women content at the end of the day, fellas. A lot of us, and I've had to learn this the hard way, we do far too much trying to impress a woman when she really doesn't care about all that. And a man that she's really into would never do anything even close to that. I had a conversation with a woman just a few days ago, right? And we were talking, I was at my favorite spot. And she's like, she's 35. She just turned 35. She smokes, and she deals with guys or she has a track record of dealing with a certain type of guy. And she told me straight up, I just don't choose good men. She's attracted to a certain type of guy, and I understand that. And me talking to her, I'm like, I'm not that type of guy, so I don't think that it's anything that could ever come of this, because this is the type of guy, and I don't knock you, that's just what you like. So we can't get upset at a woman's preference. That's all I'm saying. And to watch this whole thing, that a woman doesn't see a man's value, or she doesn't seek out a man until she's already broken and washed up, is far too common. And some of these, like I said, this is happening later and later in the game for some women. Late 40s, 50s, still thinking that they got it. And we have to contribute a lot of this as far as the simps that are basically boosting their egos up, especially with social media going on now. You'll have every woman thinking that she's a dime out here. Throw on a lace front or a hair hat with some makeup with her face beat to the gods. She thinks she's America's next top model, and it's not so. A BBL will rejuvenate the body, and everything else inside is just all torn up from eating wrong and all these other chemicals and stuff, man. So let women do their thing. As I say, fellas, I leave you with this. Let them do their thing. This is why a woman must earn you in terms of that. If a woman rejects you, her loss. Keep it moving. Facts, fellas. Keep it moving, because a woman, she'll toot her nose up. But, this is a certain type of guy that she's attracted to. Hey, you're not going to be for everybody. Then that's how you have to look at it, man. I can't say that enough, because a lot of guys get all upset, and there's a space on YouTube where men go to complain and vent about these women. I mean, just don't deal with them, but don't save them either. You feel me? So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a session if you're trying to get some advice. I got you. Say less. Follow me on Instagram. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps to support the channel. Much blessings and abundance to you all. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me as usual. If you guys like this video, stick around for the next video that'll be popping up on the screen here shortly. And with that being said, this is Wisdom. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.